Let me get some light here first. Let's see. There we go. Well, hello, Americans and patriots. How you doing, Christian brothers, sisters alike? Well, how popular is Kamala Harris? Well, two people have already withdrawn their name from the VP list, and I can't really blame them. One is Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina. Now, Roy Cooper is an, you can arguably say, is a little purple, slightly red state, and he is up for re-election this year from Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson in a governor race. And because Kamala Harris is just way too left, and he knows it. She's as liberal, maybe they say even more liberal than Bernie Sanders. That's not going to work for a state like North Carolina. And he knows, well, he probably knows she ain't going to win. He also knows that if he did run as a VP, he probably ain't going to be governor of North Carolina either and be unemployed. Which I'm all in favor for anyway. He's useless. There ain't no doubt in my mind Mark Robinson is going to be the next governor of North Carolina. The second one is the Michigan Nazi Gretchen Whitmer. The one who locked down our state and was probably a bigger douchebag than, I would say, even maybe Gavin Newsom or Governor Cuomo here in New York at the time. Of course, she was the one that told the people she's not allowed to leave state lines as she went to Florida in a private jet thinking she wasn't getting caught. Her husband was on his boat saying, well, I'm the governor's wife, I could do this, even though no one else could. She was the one caught also at a land shark restaurant, if I remember right, not being 6 feet apart, not wearing masks. It might have been him or was that Newsom? Well, they were both caught anyway. I don't know if it was the land shark restaurant or it was another restaurant, but she was caught quite a few times. And being that Kamala Harris is in a state where the auto industry is pretty big and Kamala Harris is really in favor of getting rid of internal combustion engines, that's not going to fly in a state like Michigan or a city like Detroit. And she's also against fracking, which would also hurt a state like Detroit because, well, they make internal combustion engines. Now, they keep saying Josh Shapiro. I can't see that because she's also against fracking. And fracking in Pennsylvania would destroy Pennsylvania. They keep telling me Josh Shapiro is popular in Pennsylvania. I don't know how. I don't see how, but whatever. I guess he wouldn't be on the short list if he wasn't, but they also need Pennsylvania. But she goes on record saying she's against fracking. How's Shapiro going to defend that? And he can't. So I can't see it being him. Plus, he's Jewish, and Kamala Harris is for the river to the sea crowd. She didn't even appear at Bibi Netanyahu's speech, even though she's president of the Senate and the president and running. Bad move. I can't see that. So the list gets even shorter, and all of a sudden we keep hearing someone like Mark Kelly of Arizona, the one who was married to Gabby Giffords, come up more and more. And to me, that pick doesn't make any sense at all, because if she thinks he's going to help her with border states, as she has destroyed the border, and a lot of all these criminals will come across, the only thing that would probably be hurt Mark Kelly. That pick doesn't make any sense. Gavin Newsom? I'm not sure if his ego is that big, too big for him to be VP. He would either want to be governor or he would either want to be president. He may do it. I'm not so sure, but California is a mess. And being that he has to clean up his state right now from 10 cities because of a Supreme Court ruling, and the fact that Kamala lives in California and is from California would not make it look good either. So, and I don't think two people on the ticket from California, it's not going to help up. So it's not going to be him. So then there's the governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear. And when it comes to Kentucky, Kentucky's weird. They're a red state when it comes to their presidents. Red state mostly, but they've had plenty of Democratic governors, so that could be the safe pick. But she's also against coal mining, and Kentucky is a big coal miner state. So again, I don't think Andy Beshear would help her. I think she just hurt Andy Beshear. And this is why I think they're going to get rid of Kamala Harris. I don't think you would really need to pick someone out of the blue who has everything to gain and nothing to lose. And I don't know how many people are there like that who are qualified to be vice president and run the Senate. I'm trying to think of someone. It would have to be someone who served in politics, but not serving right now. So, maybe by default it might be Mark Kelly. I'm not really sure. I don't think it helps him. And this is why I see Kamala Harris being removed from the ticket at the convention. And I'm going to still stand my ground here and say they're going to use the 25th real soon on Joe Biden. I can easily see a terrorist attack happening on his watch, and they're going to use that to get rid of him. And I can see them using that also to say, well, Kamala Harris should have warned us how bad Joe Biden was a long time ago and use that against her at the convention. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. Put your comments down below. Keep the country in prayer. Keep Donald Trump in prayer. Keep J.D. Vance in prayer. Jesus Christ is still king, and we'll talk to you later.